Greetings. What's going on, y'all? It's about that time, man. It's been a minute. Live Q&A. Let's get it. Before we start, y'all already know how we get down, man. You always get a free gift, man, when you come to the lives. Today's gift is something that I hold near and dear to my heart, right? This is me compiling 8 years worth of coaching, 8 years worth of blood, sweat, tears, sort of going through the trenches on my own and determining what are the key things to help you level up. Like, what are those things that help guys really reach sort of that next level of confidence, sort of, start to be a better, more sort of evolved version of themselves, right? If that's what you want, right? If you want to level up, you want to get your confidence back, you want to reach the best version of yourself, start peeling back those layers and actually expose more of your true potential. I got my free training in the comments, in the motherfucking description of the video, multiple places to get it. Go get that when you get a chance. All right. Now, without further ado, let's talk about you, man. Let's get into it, man. So who we got in the building? Who's in the chat? Let me know where you from, guys. I would love to know where you from so I can shout you out. Rep your city. We got Connor in the building. Carson's in the building. You know what I'm saying? Derek's in the building. What up? Morrow is in the building. What's popping? What's good? What do you think about the easy curl bar? I think it's fantastic. Right? I think it's one of my favorite things. That's what I think. Big O, what's up from Tampa? What up, Tampa? Saf, down another 10 pounds. Grateful to have the knowledge I know now. Thank you for all the great content. You are welcome, my friend. I'm glad that this could help you. We got Senegal, Africa, the motherland's in the building. Cincinnati, Ohio. Sorry to hear that. Columbus. Also sorry to hear that. Nah, I'm messing with y'all, man. Columbus, Cincinnati, they're cool places. I've been to both. Ohio and Michigan. I'm originally from Michigan. Ohio and Michigan, we got that thing going. New Mexico, Amanda Tate. What up, Amanda? Please, right? Detroit's in the building. What's up, mother? Greetings. Hope you're well. Hope you're splendid. Hope you're stupendous. Let's get into these questions. Let's see what we got in the chat. So we got ever since diagnosed as a diabetic, I've lost 75 pounds in the last 6 months, thanks to following the recommendations in your videos. Thank you so much. Hey, you're welcome. Gotta clap it up for you, man. I'm really happy to hear that. These things are helping you, brother. You know what I'm saying? Keep doing what you're doing, and you'll get more success. You know what I'm saying? So what we got? How can I help you guys be great today? Go ahead, type in the chat what y'all need help with. We'll get it popping. Get it popping. Yeah. Okay. All right. I don't see no questions just yet. Well, okay, there we go. How about them clovers? Hey, man, a broke clock is right twice a day. Just like if you go to enough finals and lose, eventually you're going to win one. All right. So that's shout out to the Celtics. Finally, right? But they haven't closed the deal yet. It's one more game. But we already know, man, no team has ever come back from down 0-3, right? So we already know what's about to happen. Shout out to them. How can I improve my energy levels? Well, Carson, and everybody else here. Energy levels really just boils down to a few different things. One being, what's your quality of recovery, right? How well do you recover? When I say that, what amount of sleep are you getting per night? The recommendation that I always give to my clients, aim somewhere between 6 to 8 hours of sleep every night. That's kind of the sweet spot as it pertains to just getting that good quality um, muscle building, fat loss, all of those things, sort of general health properties reside within getting 6 to 8. And the other side of it is like how well you're giving your body the right nutrients, right? When you talk about energy, food is energy, right? So, what is the quality of the food that you're consuming? Is it food that can maintain your energy flow throughout the day? Or is it food that's super sugary? You digest it really quickly, and then you get the energy boost, and then you get an energy drop, right? You want to look at that as well as also hydration, right? Because hydration helps your body start to mobilize, the nutrients. So the transportation of nutrients throughout your bloodstream is blood, right? Blood taking the food and supplying it to the cells and the muscles and shit, right? But what is blood? Blood is water, man. It's just water coded in our DNA. So if you don't have enough hydration, you can't produce blood. You can't supply fuel to the muscles and cells. Guys, if that made sense, type one in the comments, man. I just want to make sure that I'm speaking some good knowledge into you guys, right? What are some quick ways to get protein in me? Pause. Right? Yeah, that's a wild thing to say. I don't know if I can answer that. Do Flamingo or Rob Lucci? Um, Do Flamingo, man. Do Flamingo. Do Flamingo, man. Dress Rosa art? Come on, man. And Do Flamingo, do not get it twisted, man. He kicked he kicked everybody's ass that he came in contact with at least once. So yeah, Do Flamingo, man. Don't get it twisted. You see what he did to Law. You see what he did to Smoker. You know what I'm saying? Um, Do Flamingo, man. How do I get my stomach not as big as hell? Well, if you big as hell, you need to stop doing what I call triple B, right? And that's a big belly behavior, right? Big belly behavior is, eating a bunch of foods that exceed your caloric burn, right? So you overeating foods, you're not being active, you're making a bunch of fucking excuses about what you can't do, right? You a baby, right? What you want to do is start taking responsibility for all your actions, right? And one of the best ways to start doing that is to start actually being more aware of what you're doing, how it's affecting you. What's the way to do that, guys? You track what you eat, man. Track what you consume, right? I've been tracking for the past, well, I guess it's 9 years now, every single day, in an app that's called MyFitnessPal. It's completely free. I just take into account what I'm consuming and I make good decisions based off what my goals are at the time. So you got a big ass belly, your stomach is big as hell. All that means is that you overconsume calories. And so you need to consume less. You need to be aware of what your body needs and then consume less. And then your body start using that big ass belly for energy. Right. So you got to create a calorie deficit. Now, if you need some help with just kind of understanding the system designed to help you so that you can lose that big ass stomach, start fitting your clothes all nice, and start to really feel good about who you are. And maybe this summer you can walk around with your shirt off at the pool or the beach instead of, wearing big ass shirts to hide. I got this free training that I'm putting down here. It's completely catered around helping you guys accomplish that, right? So if you want to turn your physique around, go ahead, get into that free training. Melissa says, "What up? Greetings. What's a good supplement for glucose or glycogen deficiency?" Um, Supplement for glucose deficiency? Fruit. Right? If you're deficient in glucose, just eat more fruit. But I guess I would need to know more about what you mean, glucose deficiency. I don't. I've been a professional in the fitness industry for the past 8 years. I've never heard somebody say that. Okay, what kind of cake should I eat and not to get big as hell? No cake, right? You can do that. You just stop eating cake. You know what I'm saying? Stop fucking with that shit that got your stomach all big. But it's like, how bad do you want it, man? How to work upper chest besides incline? Um, you can do a different type of push up to work your upper chest too, right? So you can do reverse grip, or I guess reverse palm push ups from the ground. So instead of pushing away like this, you push like this. You can also do cable crossovers that come from the ground up, right? Because you sort of bring your arms up this way. That's going to contract more of the upper chest. You can also do an incline push up. Well, yeah, you can do an incline push up. So like you put yourself at an incline, put your feet. I used to do this when I was a kid, man, when I was poor. And we ain't had no gyms in my hood, man, where I lived at. I used to do push-ups and sit-ups in my room. So I used to do like 100 a day, 3 times a day. You know what I'm saying? While you motherfuckers was out here complaining that your life is so hard and you ain't got time for the gym, all of that. I was just doing what I could with what I had. Right. So I was in there doing an incline push-up off of the side of my bed. So my legs would be on my bed, and I'll just push away from the ground like that. And that works the upper chest. That's why I've always had kind of a nice upper chest, because that's where I started my journey. Sean says, "What up? What up, Sean? What's popping, man? I saw Santa Cruz Paleo recommend frozen fruit instead of fresh fruit. Do you agree with him or not?" Yeah, frozen vegetables and fruits are superior when it comes to being able to maintain their nutrients, because when you think about freshness of foods, right? Think about this. You got like fruits and vegetables, right? They get put on a truck before they get to you, and get shipped to that grocery store. So they get picked like off the tree or off the ground, whatever, put into this truck, it gets shipped to your favorite grocery store, and then you go pick it up. Right now, in that process, that food is dying, right? Because it's no longer in this growth state. It's dying, right? Slowly. So you're losing some of the nutritional value as that process is going on. But what happens with frozen fruits and vegetables is the opposite. They get frozen at the point of being like just taken off the stalk or taken out of the ground. And so they're essentially holding all their nutrients at that time, and they're being preserved for a longer period because they were frozen in place once they were picked. So all the dorks is telling you should be out here getting the fresh stuff because it's better. They don't know what the fuck they talking about. you know. So yeah, there you go. Corey, would you date a woman that's out of shape? Hell to the no. I would not. And I'm gonna tell you why. Not because I think there's something wrong with women who are out of shape. I have dated women that are out of shape. So I have a unique experience in that I've been there, done that. And it wasn't something I would ever go back to. One, because of what I stand for, right? I'm really all about taking ownership and making better lifestyle decisions, right? And I come on here and tell you guys about it every day, right? So for me to be with somebody who does not value that in the same regard, it would be contradictory to my own morals and beliefs. Not only that, I've been ripped for a while, y'all. I got ripped in 2016. So this ain't nothing new to me. If you think I wasn't out here, what I'm saying, messing with some chubby chicks, you crazy. Of course I did. What I'm saying, I took a couple chubby chicks down through there. But what I learned is that because I was, I've done so much work on myself and I consistently do so much work on myself, my value is increasing at all moments, right? And I have a high level of belief in myself, right? So I'm very much confident in who I am and who I'm becoming. And what I started to notice is when I was dating bigger girls, I would make them insecure, right? Just because, I'm a good looking guy, I'm in great shape, I'm always doing stuff, I'm very busy and committed to my business. I started to notice a lot of insecurities come out in women who wasn't working on themselves in the same manner. They started to feel like, you know, if I'm not paying attention to them all day, for example, oh, he's cheating. Motherfucker, I ain't got time to cheat, man. I got hundreds of clients and people who I'm serving all around the world, right? Just little things like that are reasons why I've personally chosen like to not deal with women who are out of shape, because I need somebody who to meet me where I'm at. I need somebody who's gonna match my energy. Like I really fuck with me, and it's because I work on me all the time. I need somebody who feels that way about themselves. And fortunate for me, what I'm saying, there's been a shorty who's been selected as of late, who's uh who's fulfilling that right now. She's doing good so far. Now, some of you fellas heard my story and y'all can relate, because either you've dealt with women like this before, or maybe internally you don't feel the best about yourself right now and you want to change that, right? Well, I'm telling you right now, it ain't gonna happen by accident. You got to get really serious and committed with your own personal development. And if you want some more help with that, I got this free training on how to actually help you start to, feel better about yourself and get your confidence back, man. So I'm gonna drop the free training in the chat one more again. You know what I'm saying? Go check that out. Go check that out. Um, Chubby chicks keeping you big as hell. Well, that's the thing, man. It's like, you know, it's something for everybody, right? It's just not for me. You know, what's your thoughts on creatine? I think it's great. I think it's the best supplement there is. Yeah, my shorty's back is pretty small. She does a lot of work. But yeah, back to my homie. I do. Yeah, creatine's great, man. It's the best supplement there is. You know, it's proven to build muscle strength, help with recovery. There's some science that proves that it helps with brain function. Right, it's the best there is. And as far as I'm concerned, man, it's the best fat loss supplement there is too. Because if you have more muscle, you will inherently burn more calories at rest, which will make it easier to lose fat and keep that shit off. All right. Bulking at 142. Any tips? Yeah. Create a calorie surplus, get stronger. Right. If you 142, easy equation for you. Take your body weight in pounds, multiply by 20, whatever amount of calories that is, brother. That's what you want to consume daily. Do that for a week. Hit the weights. Make sure you're getting stronger on your lifts. And thank me later once you've built some muscle. All right. Thoughts on Bobby Parrish? I don't know who that is. I know who Bobby Portis is. He's an NBA player. He's got a temper. I don't know who Bobby Parrish is, though. I know who Bobby Boucher is. That's the water boy. Don't know who Bobby Parrish is. what are you What are you doing to keep what are you doing to keep that forehead big as hell? Shit, man. Hanging out with your moms every weekend. You know what I'm saying? That's my main activity, keep my forehead big, man. I let, I let your mama come oil it up for me. No, I'm playing with you, man. I'm messing with you, bro. It's genetics, man. I come from a big headed legion of humans, man. I don't know. You got to ask my mama. Carbs should be before and after a workout, right? So, what should I eat for breakfast since I'm not going to the gym after lunch? No, carbs don't have to be before or after your workout, right? Like carbs is energy. It just depends on what your goal is. If your goal is to lose fat, right? guess what? You got a bunch of energy on your big ass stomach. So you just have to get your body good at burning that. And, hydration, being consistent with tracking your nutrients and training, you can do that, right? You can do that. You know what I'm saying? You can go to the gym on an empty stomach and still perform well, just as long as you're hydrated. But you can also push yourself if you have more energy on your body. So you have more glucose, right? Glucose is immediate access to energy. And so you can, put some fruits in, pause right before the workout. But it's not a requirement. I don't want you to think that. So do you message new followers on Instagram every day, Martinez? That's not a robot. That's me. Thank you for the follow too, by the way. Finding it hard to lost that 10 pounds, bro. Any tips? Yeah, Tommy. Track your fucking calories, man. You finding it hard because you don't know what you're doing. Right? You don't know what it is that it's going to take to get that next few pounds off you, because you probably don't know what got you here, right? What got you here ain't gonna get you there, right? You have to do a new approach, and I guarantee that new approach is just gonna be tracking what you consume. Now, if you want more help with that, I got this free training. It's gonna help you level up, learn more about your body, create a new lifestyle for yourself, so you can regain your confidence, man, and start feeling better about who you are. I've heard arguments for carbs before and after. I think what's important is you're replenishing the glycogen. Yeah, but I mean, what would you need glycogen for? Right? Glycogen is one of two energy sources that the muscles and cells can run off of. So you got glycogen and then you got fat. So what's your goal? If your goal is to build muscle, yeah, glycogen would probably be appropriate in the realm of, all right, I need some immediate energy right now so I can perform in this workout. But if you're looking to lose some fat, I mean, the idea is to burn as much glycogen as possible so you can get to your fat stores. Okay, thank you. Just wanted to make sure it's you. Yeah. It's me, Martinez. It's a blue check, right? The only account that ain't gave me a blue check yet is surprisingly YouTube ain't give me a blue check. But you can't message people on YouTube, right? So it's like people aren't afraid that it's like a fraud. But I think they give blue checks on blue check for the people who are new in the room to social media. It means you verified account. It means it's the real person. So if you ever meet like somebody who got like a lot of followers and they don't have a blue check, sometimes that could be a little alarming, because it's like, is this really this person, or is this like a fan page, right? Just discover your channel. Love that market comparisons for best options. Hey, Jennifer, appreciate the support. Glad you're here. And hey, hope you get all kind of success in your goals. Slow reps versus fast explosive reps. Both phase in and out of each. What's the best sources of protein for a guy 35 years old? Sean, fuck you talking about best protein sources for a guy 35 years old? It's the same for everybody. What you talking about, man? And I don't even know what your goal is, Sean. Give me your goal. Give me some more information, baby. I'll help you out. But yeah, man, just, whether you're 32, 59, 12, protein is protein, man. Ain't no special proteins for the guys who are 35, man. Gain muscle. All right, well, you need to create a surplus of calories, brother. You know what I'm saying? That's the first thing. So if you want to build muscle, lose weight. All right, see, now you confusing me, Sean. I don't know what the fuck's happening. So you said lose weight and gain muscle. If you guys want to lose weight and gain muscle, type 1 in the comments. Okay, because I want to teach you guys something that I think is important. It's integral. My man Sean said he's new. Hey, well, welcome to the journey, man. Look, You cannot lose fat and gain muscle at the same time intentionally. Okay. I'm sorry. I gotta be the bearer of the bad news. All these motherfuckers telling you can do that, they are lying to you. Right? The truth is, to build muscle, you have to create what's called a calorie surplus. You consume more calories than you burn, and then you progress in your lifts. You get stronger, right? So you put more energy in, and you use that energy to fuel the muscles to lift more weight, create more tension, and then use those nutrients to then repair those muscles. That's muscle growth in a nutshell, right? Sometimes that can happen in a deficit, but it's rare. The other side of it, man, is to lose fat. You have to create what's called a calorie deficit. You have to burn more calories than you consume, right? And that's what's going to cause your body to start tapping to its reserves of energy, which is that fat that's on your big ass belly, right? So when you look at that belly, you grab it and you like, why won't you go away? Hey, no need to worry, no need to fret. That belly can go somewhere. You gotta tell it to go somewhere by burning more calories and not over consuming, not being out here eating like a fat ass, right? Now, if that made sense, type one in the comments again for me. Because building muscle and losing fat, it's like saying, yo, can I turn left and right at the same time? No, you can't. You either turn left or you turn right. Just like you either focus on muscle growth or fat loss, right? That's it. That's the whole shit, man. I just gave. Now, if y'all want more help with like how you can do that for yourself, so you can gain more confidence. So this summer, you can look like, feel like, and be the best version of yourself. Whether it's at the beach, whether it's at on vacation, whether it's at family functions, right? You want to feel like the best you. I got a free training on how to help you level up, get to your next best version of yourself. It is in the chat. Barbara just shouted it out, man. Free training in the chat. Go level up, guys. Go check that out. All right. For sure. I see some ones coming in too, man. I'm happy. Hey, Sean, I think the free training might help fill in some of those blanks, man. And that's why I do these lives too. So if there's more questions in reference to the question I just answered, yo, drop it. You got me here, man. I got your back. I was looking for those meat sticks. Yo, pause. Yo, yo, you wilding right now. Yeah, yo, Jamie's, you out of pocket. But yeah, you gotta go to I don't know, man, because I go to a lot of grocery stores, man, when I film. So I don't remember where I was at. Like maybe it was Whole Foods, maybe it was Plum Market, maybe it was Target or Walmart, or maybe even just a random Wawa. You just gotta search for it. But honestly, man, it's nothing special about them sticks. So it's quick protein source. Most stores have something like that, like a a jerky or like a meat stick. Pause. You just gotta look for it. You know what I mean? You can find something comparable. It just depends on where you shop. You also help my brother feel the best about himself. Yo, Ethan, that's what I do, man. I'm out here helping the bros level up, man. I want y'all to be better. I love the live, helping me a lot, bro. Thanks. Hey, that's what's up, man. I'm glad, man. Get all the value you can, man. And who knows, man? Maybe you can be more valuable to those around you because you contributing to yourself so much. That's also what I go over in the training. Like some of you guys, you got family members who not taking good care of themselves. Some of you guys are the leader of your household. You got a wife, you got kids, right? You got somebody who looks up to you, young nieces and nephews, little brothers, stuff like that. Man, the only way to make their lives better, man, is you got to be better for them. You know what I'm saying? So go check out that free training, man. I go in depth about that. Hey, man, appreciate the beer compliments, man. What do you think about Subway sandwiches? Got to be better than those burger spots. I used to think that, but this is the thing. It's like it's all about calories at the end of the day. You can eat something healthy, quote unquote, and still get big as hell, right? You can overeat apples even though they're healthy as shit if you're in a calorie surplus. So One thing I found with Subway sandwiches, man, it's usually just a lot of calories, even though it's less than what you would get at a burger place. I don't know if you ever tracked a Subway sandwich calories, man, but it'd be like ton of calories, bro. So you got to make sure that you can justify those calories and those macros by tracking it. Mike G says, "Greetings, greetings. What's your favorite part about being a fitness trainer?" I think it's really just like hearing people say that like the contributions that I made to their lives impacted other areas. I think that's my favorite part. Like when I talk to some of my clients and they're like, yeah, like I did this and now my mom's starting her fitness journey because of me. Or, my kids want to come to the gym with me. Or, they're like, I got clients all the time. It's like, man, I started this and then I got the confidence now to go start my business because I saw myself get more disciplined. Hell, I had people that I coached that I hired after I coached them because I saw their growth personally as people, and I was like, I want these people on my team to help my clients, right? So I would say most of my team it used to be in the program, you know what I'm saying, or are in the program as we speak. So it's just those things like contributions that it's made to just their overall quality of life. You guys want that like overall quality of life upgrade, things like that. Go and get that free training. So I talk more about that in there too. But that's my favorite thing, man. Just seeing people be better and become better and their lives getting better as a result. Because I mean, come on, let's call it what it is, man. Nobody really wants to do diet and exercise. They want what they get from that, right? So if you're having trouble staying like consistent, this is for you. If you ever think about why you might be struggling to stick to your diet, for example, because I hear guys say that all the time. It's like, okay, well, why would you want to be on that diet in the first place? Oh, I want to lose weight, but why is that important to you? Right? If you've never really sat down and thought about why weight loss, muscle growth, looking better, like why that shit is even important, you'll never get to your goal. I guarantee it. Right. And if you do get there, you'll lose sight of it and you'll fall the fuck off like a lot of you guys do. So the only thing that turns that around is being very locked in to who you're going to become as a result of making that change. Right. Because there has to be, for you to reach for higher, right? There has to be a higher reason. Right. So there has to be a gap between where you are now and where you want to be. And it has to be great enough for it to be like, all right, I'm willing to get uncomfortable to reach that. Right. If that made sense, type 1 in the comments. What's good? Since hair contains protein, can we eat hair to get protein? Maybe, but you might get like a quirk, like Deku. You know what I'm saying? You might get a quirk. And depending on whose hair you eat, you might not want that quirk. You know. Corey, how's the perfect man Kyrie doing so far? 3-0. I don't know if I called him perfect. I don't think I said that. I don't think you ever heard me say Kyrie's perfect. Um, Personally, I always enjoy when he plays against Steph Curry. Steph Curry gives him the sauce, right? Chefs him up. Steph Curry is my favorite active player in the NBA right now, so I don't know what you're talking about. But hey, he taking that L like a G. What's the best way to start eating better protein and vegetables? I don't know if I understand what you're asking, but I mean, you just plan it and eat it. I don't know what you're asking, Isaac. Uh, is eating 5 whole eggs every day cool or too much? I don't see why it would be too much. It's just protein and healthy fats. I went from 230 to 189 pounds over the past year, increasing my water intake and my fitness pal. Hey, congrats, man. Welcome to the 180 Club. Everything in life is better here. From the clothes to the way people treat you, everything's better here. My man's paid $79.99 for my fitness pal. Congratulations, man. they're getting your money. They ain't got none of my money. I've been using this shit for 9 years for free. So I'm glad they, was able to recoup my recoup my payment, through you. Would you recommend drinking casein protein before bed or just whey? As I drink whey every night before bed, just curious. Well, casein is good for slower digestion. So why would you want slower digestion other than recovery? The only time I recommend casein for guys is if they have night cravings, right? So if they're like, man, coach, I'm hitting my macros, and at the end of the night, I'm just hungry, right? Because I get a lot of guys they'll do like evening workouts, so they'll work all day and then they'll do like a late night workout, and these guys they stay up super late, like teenagers, and then what I'm saying, they midnight hits or whatever, and they hungry, so. I tell those guys instead of eating some bullshit that's gonna keep you big as hell, just drink casein, right? It'll digest a little slower right after your workout and it stay with you, and you'll be able to sustain energy and curb those cravings, or just go to sleep. Stop staying up like a kid. Um, that Wonder Bread on the bottom shelf keeping you big as hell. Yeah, I would agree with that. Paying for my fitness pal when you could have used it for free, like Corey, keeping you big as hell. Potentially, right? Possibly. Like I think sometimes you need to pay some for something just so you respect it more, right? I think when people pay money, they pay attention. So maybe the homie needed to like see that money leave his account, for him to be like, I am paying for this. I better start using it. But I like paying for stuff for that reason. Like if I'm gonna really like commit to something, paying for it is the only way to really respect what you do. Andre says, how's it going? It's going stupendous. Andre, what about you? How high are the macros for Planters peanuts? Are those peanuts good for you? I mean, I don't. That's the thing. It's like good for you is relative, right? What's good for me, it may not be good for you, right? So let me just look at Planters peanuts. Like, I don't know which one you're looking at, but like if we go to let me see, man. Let's go to the Wally Mart. I'm gonna share my screen real quick, man. So this is some Planters dry roasted, and if you look at the Planters, man, on the back of the label, it looks like the fats is about 13 grams. That's typical for some nuts. Pause. 7 grams of carbs, 7 grams of protein. I just want to get this out the way. A lot of y'all motherfuckers think that like nuts, pause, are good sources of protein. As you can clearly see here, they're not. 7 grams of protein versus 13 grams of fat. It is primarily a fat source, right? So is this health? Is this good for you? It just depends on what the rest of your day look like. Like it's not that significant. Like one serving is 160 calories, which relatively speaking is not a lot for your day. Um, but I mean, I would personally, like, depending on what your goal is, I just encourage you to get this in combination with maybe a high protein source. Like I used to do like these, like something like this with like a protein shake on the side, like if I was on the go. You know what I'm saying? That way I'm chasing my protein, because if you ain't chasing your protein every meal, you probably not gonna hit it. Right. Um Corey, how often do you use pre-workout shakes before a workout session? Every day. And that's not advice too, because I want you guys to know, like, pre-workout is a lifetime commitment, right? I like to compare pre-workout to having sex, right? Once you have it for the first time, you're gonna be doing this shit for the rest of your life, right? Right? Because once you have pre-workout, man, one, you get that rush, like, man, like, yeah, like I feel energized, right? But then the other side of it too is that your body starts to adapt to the pre-workout. So now you need to consistently take it to feel good. You know what I'm saying? Feel like you can push through your workout. So yeah, man, it's a lifetime commitment. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't never heard anybody take pre-workout. Well, I ain't never heard nobody say they have sex before. I'm like, yeah, I ain't doing that shit ever again. Right? Like, nah. You locked in, right? That's why so many of us, so many humans, right? Because people be doing that. But yeah, that's my take on pre-workout. Burton Ernie, greetings. I love your content on the extended fast. I'm trying to do one. You trying, bro? Fuck you mean trying? What is that? Um, I've worked out with different trainers, and some say carbs are good, some say carbs are bad. What do you say? I say carbs are carbs, man. Like these people who have this misconception about like carbs being a good thing or a bad thing. I think it's just an overgeneralization to get people like to bought into their idea. But the truth is, man, it's not good or bad. It just is. It's just energy. It's either are you good at burning energy or do you suck at burning energy? Or do you burn carbs or do them carbs sit on your big ass belly? Most of y'all eat way more carbs than you burn. So what the fuck is you eating more of it for? Right? That's what it boils down to. They say that to you because they don't believe in you. They think that if they just tell you something simple, that'll be enough. Meaning they're not telling you the why because either they don't understand the why, right? Or they don't believe you'll understand it. I don't believe that about y'all. I think y'all smart, right? Nobody has broken this shit down to you though, right? Jemiah love carbs. Yeah, yes, she do. Greetings. Yeah, I'm saying. And just so happen, right? I help people lose body fat and get ripped, get lean, and sexy like Jemiah, right? Still eating carbs. You don't have to give up carbs to get to your goals. I mean, you can, but that's what we call dumb shit. Oh, here we go. John came through with the super chat. What up? How do you balance eating out and socializing while staying within 2,000 calories a day, but struggle with binge eating when I eat out? So we're gonna break this down because the first thing that I don't like about this, and I'm not saying this to shit on you, I'm just saying like me personally, I have a problem with the word balance because I want to tell you guys what balance implies, right? Balance implies maintenance, right? So if something is balanced, like think about a seesaw or one of those multi-sided. I don't see those that often. So just think about a seesaw. Seesaw being balanced means that it's equal distribution of weight on both sides, right? So you remember a seesaw when you was a kid, the big kid be down here and the little kid be up here, right? So what happens when you have balance is that they're even distribution. So when I hear balance, basically what I think is my effort towards the goal is equal with my effort going backwards. That's the true definition of balance. Stand where the fuck you at. That's what it is. If you was on a road trip, right? A balanced road trip would be driving 15 miles and then driving 15 miles in the opposite direction. Meaning you're gonna be where? Exactly where you started. Okay. So this whole idea of balance, I think is bullshit. I think it's keeping people just in a delusion that the same things that they're doing to get to this point is enough to get them where they really want to go. And it's not true. Balance keeps you where you at, bro. Right. So that's the thing. It's like, I want you to get like comfortable with the idea of being out of balance. And that's okay. Right. Because to some degree, you have to get out of balance to tip the scale in the direction of where you want to go, right? If you want to get somewhere new, you got to be willing to do new things. And so I think you just got to get the idea like I'm going to be out of balance for this season of my life until I get to a point where I'm happy and then I can create a new balance. Shout out to the sneakers, right? If that made sense, type one in the comments. I just want to make sure before I get a homie some advice. I had to get that out because I can't stand it when people say balance, right? Fuck balance. Balance keeps you mediocre, average. It keeps you where you at. If you want balance, you are not in the right game. Fat loss, muscle building, that shit ain't balance. In America here today, obesity related diseases is one of the number one killers of people. 1,500 people die a day for obesity related ailments. Them motherfuckers, they were pretty balanced, probably to some degree, because they took certain efforts in the right direction, you know, and then in the wrong direction, and they stayed like that for a significant amount of time. And some of them just got progressively worse and worse and worse. Then they went out of balance in the wrong direction, and now they early grave, right? So if you want to fight against that, you got to be so far out of balance that it almost seems like manic behavior to other people, right? If you want what other people have, keep doing what they do, right? Keep focusing on socializing and eating what everybody else has and not being judged. Keep focusing on that, and you're gonna stay like everybody else. This is real shit, y'all. Nobody else is gonna tell you this. I'm telling you the truth. So if you want to change your life, you gotta change your mentality about what balance means to you. Fuck balance. You can get back to balance later, but get yourself to a new status where you feel better about who you are. Right now, how do you do it? Eating out. It's the same if you was eating at home, right? If you're not being able to stay on your 2,000 calories while you're out, it's because you out here winging it, man. You out here trying to make the food fit your calories, right? On the fly. That never works, right? You know it don't work. And your results are proof of that. So you gotta stop doing that. You gotta abandon that and say, all right, what am I going to do today? What am I going to eat today? What's my game plan for the day? What I help my clients with is, look, I'm gonna just give you a plan built around your favorite foods, so you know exactly what to eat. You ain't gotta think about it. Just follow this, all right? And on the days you're gonna eat out, hey, look at the menu beforehand, figure out, put in your little app, log in. Okay, if I have this and this, it'll help me with this, right? Or if I have this, that'll set me overboard. Let's not have that when I get there. How long does that take? Fucking maybe less than 5 minutes. Every restaurant that's significant has a menu on the website now. This is 2024. So yeah, just take a few minutes before you go and plan it out. And if that's too hard for you, then maybe you just comfortable where you at. So last thing, binge eating. I want you guys to know binging is not like regular behavior. It's usually a side effect of a deeper inherent issue. And typically, like 9 times out of 10, it's due to not nourishing yourself appropriately. So you're either malnourished in the realm of not getting enough protein or fiber, or you just dehydrated, man. You out here not getting enough water in. You think you're hungry, but you really just dehydrated. So what I would recommend is start tracking your protein within your calories, making sure that you're hitting, at least 30 to 40% of your calories in protein. Get at least 30 grams of fiber if you're looking to lose some fat. And then, what I'm saying, drink water, at least a gallon a day. Now, if that helped you, type one in the comments, guys. Type one. Y'all know the vibes. I mix PB Fit peanuts with my protein shakes. Hey, good for you. Good for you, John. Carbs are fine as long as you're in a calorie deficit. I agree. I know you did a 72-hour fast trying to do one. That's your problem, Bert and Ernie. You trying. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You're using the T word. That means there's a possibility of failure. I think you should think more in the realm of this is what I'm going to do. How should I do it? Hey, Corey, can you get athletic with only dumbbells? Maybe. Depends on your programming. Really depends on what dumbbells you have, like how heavy they are, how they challenge your physique, and ultimately, like what your nutrition's like. Yeah, John, I got you, bro. It's no problem, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm here for y'all, man. John in the comments cleaning up, man. He out here giving out game. Corey, what's your opinion on whey protein and being healthy? Is it good for weight loss? It can be, right? Protein is food, and when you get it in whey, it's powder form, so you can digest it faster. And then at that point, I mean, ultimately, it just means what? It means you'll you'll be able to get your nutrients at a faster rate, possibly your muscle fibers repair faster, and possibly leads to more muscle growth and inherently more fat loss over time. Just to Logan, Corey, I don't know if you remember me. My bulk is going great. My football coach has my lifting 4 times a week, eating a ton. I'm putting on weight and noticeably stronger. Congrats. That's how we get down over here. That's how we get down over here. Congrats on the wins. Keep it going. Yeah. And you guys want to continue to see noticeable changes in your physique and your lifestyle, go ahead, check out this free training, to help you get your confidence back, man. Help you start to level up, be a better version of you. You know what it is. Yeah. Corey, how soon can you lose lower belly fat? Depends on how much lower belly fat you got. Right? I don't know your measurements. I don't know your stats. I don't know where you're at. I don't know how active you are. Right? But fat loss ain't gotta be slow. Right? The only reason it is slow is because some of y'all be out here bullshit. But like it ain't gotta be slow. 1 pound of fat is 3,500 calories. Right? So it's like how fast can you create that deficit will determine how fast you can lose that pound of fat. Now, some of you guys, you got job, you got kids, you got family, you got a lot of responsibilities. So you can't just be walking all day long, right? You got stuff to do. So, maybe that plays a factor. But I mean, honestly, all you really have to do is track what you consume and exceed what you consume, what you burn. That you can do that through walking. You can do that through a combination of walking, weightlifting. You can do that with, you know, just fasting in combination with those things. It's a ton of different ways to do it. But create the deficit. Stay there. That's the key. Hopefully that was helpful. Uh, okay. Guys, I gotta go. I gotta get on my next meeting. Hopefully, this was helpful information here today. And as always, if you guys want some help, feel free to hit me up on any social platforms. And as I said before, we're going to ahead drop that free training below to help you level up your lifestyle, start becoming the best version of yourself. If you feel like you fell off, you feel like you've let yourself go and you want to turn that around, right? You want to become better. You want to get back to being you. You want to come into this summer feeling, looking, being the best you. Hey, go ahead, watch that free training. All right. Till next time. Peace.